Well, guys, I think you finally succeeded. I think I have lost the absolute last shred of hope I had that there's still good men left in the world. Just went on a date. I thought it was going well. Talked nonstop, not me, back and forth, for over an hour. And then all of a sudden he had to take a call from a client. And he never fucking came back. And I got stuck with a $90 tab for his beers and pizza. So, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. 4B movement all the fucking way from here on out. You guys suck.
I'm sure she met that guy on a dating app, and we all know how women catfish. She probably looked way different in her photos, and why is she getting mad? When women use man for free meals all the time. And she probably did the same thing with other guys in the past that she went out with. Women don't like it when men play the same game. How many stories have we heard? Women saying, he took me out to an expensive date, 5-star restaurant, he flew me out, and I blocked him the next day. Guys, welcome back to the Galician Explosion channel. In today's episode, we are going to react women getting mad at men because they don't want to commit anymore. Without further ado, let's begin.
How are we dating these days? Single, divorced, 30-ish parents. How are we dating? People are telling me, oh, you'll meet somebody. You'll meet somebody when you least expect it. You'll meet somebody where you go. I live in a small ass town. I work from home. I only go to the gym. And God knows, if you're a man, you cannot look or breathe in the direction of a female in the gym without having to worry about having your face posted to TikTok and having Joey Swole all over your ass.
I do agree with her that guys stopped approaching women at the gym, but why do guys don't approach anymore? I mean, the way women nowadays dress in gyms is just so ridiculous. You can't even look at them, and what happens when a guy tries to talk to them? They called you out or trying to shame you. Why bother when it's not worth it?
Like, I don't go anywhere. I don't drink. I don't go to bars. How am I supposed to meet anybody? I don't do dating apps because that's just a shitstorm in itself. Like, and on top of that, like, when I was thinking about the divorce situation, I was like, it's going to be hard to find somebody to date as a single parent. And I knew that. I was good with that. I know. I get it. Don't come after me. I know. But, like, it's a lot harder than I realized. I have single friends around the same age, and they talk about how hard it is to find somebody that's not a parent in their 30s that is single, and that they don't, want somebody with kids. And that's good for them and all, but, like, I'm sitting there like, nobody's ever gonna want me because I have kids. Like, they're kids. It's not like I have a death date hanging over my head or something. Like, damn, I ain't asking you to be their stepdaddy or anything. I'd like to go out to dinner and maybe go out on the lake. Like, I don't know why that's so hard to ask for. And I don't know how I'm going to ask for it because there ain't nobody around to ask. I'm just lonely. That's all. Okay, have a good day.
She's 30 plus, divorced, and with kids. She's a catch. If she got divorced once, what makes you think that she's not going to do it again? And she's saying that it's hard to find a date? We all know that's bullshit. I'm sure she has so many guys in her DMs, but those are regular average guys. She wants what she can't have. Even a woman who's divorced, over 30 with kids, is not looking for the average Joe. Women overvalue themselves in the dating market. Most women don't have what is required to date that guy. Let's continue.
Can somebody please explain to me why dating in your 40s sucks so much? Because, I've been divorced for a number of years now, and I have 5 kids, and life is crazy. And, I've spent a lot of time taking care of myself, taking care of my kids, working hard, putting myself through school, da-da-da-da-da. And then, I finally get to a place where I feel like I'm ready to add a person into my life, right? So I start dating, and it's either guys who just want to have sex with me, or You start talking to them and then they ghost you. Or 500 like you, but none of them even send a message.
5 kids? Man, she shouldn't be dating with 5 kids. Why to put all that responsibility on someone else? This type of woman know what they are doing. If the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't do it. And what's funny to me is that there's so many videos on the internet about the unhappiness of a 30-plus divorced single moms, and they still don't want to take a different route. That's what I called insanity.
And it's just ridiculous. And the reality is, I don't go to the bar. I don't drink. And I don't want anything to do with that scene. So really and truly, how do you meet people now? Like, this world is so different than it was when I was in my 20s and before I got married and all that stuff. And now it's like people are really far away, or you chat for a little while and then it stops. And I'm just curious if there's anything out there that's just marriage out of convenience. You know, two people who want a partner and to not live alone anymore, to help pay the bills and all that stuff. So, you know, I mean, if you're willing to do a marriage out of convenience, let me know, because maybe I'm at that point where I'm not an ugly woman. I am not a difficult person to get along with. I am positive and upbeat and happy. I love my children so much. But I also want a companion. I want a best friend. I want somebody to dance with me in the kitchen. I want somebody to walk by and slap my ass as I'm cooking dinner. I want somebody to help and to hold me. Are there men like that out there anymore? Because I feel like there's not. I'm really quite disappointed. So anyway, I just figured I'd put my little 2 cents out there that dating in your 40s sucks. And I wish it wasn't this way. So anyway, have a blessed day.
You know what I'm starting to realize? That all these single mothers don't want a partner. They want someone who's going to step up and help them with their kids, with their house, with their bills. She doesn't want a partner, she wants a handyman, aka TM. I'm just going to say this, guys. If you're single, with no kids, stress-free, working on yourself, why do you want to commit to a 40-plus divorced single mom? Too much baggage and responsibilities when there's nothing to gain.
This girl at work said something to me the other day, and I can't get it out of my head. Heard a baby around her. I was like, oh God, that's free birth control for me. And she's like, oh, that makes me think of my little baby. And I was like, yeah, I'm too selfish. I don't want kids. I have a dog. That's enough for me. A couple of days later, she's like, so you don't want kids, but you have a dog. Do you have a boyfriend or anything? And I was like, no, I've never had a boyfriend. She was like, how old are you? And I said, 27. She's like, and you've never had a boyfriend? And I never really cared. But there's something about her saying that really hit me this time, because I've never been on even 2 dates with the same person. Even guys I've talked to or hooked up with, they'll slowly stop talking to me, and then I find out they have a girlfriend, or they get into a new relationship a week later. And
here we have a 27-year-old saying that she doesn't care about having a boyfriend, but here she is crying in her car, making a TikTok video. We all know even average women like this one don't want average men, and what's funny to me, guys, is that she knows the reason why she's not in a relationship. She was hooking up with Chad and messing around with guys that were in a relationship. What did she expect? She got pumped and dumped.
when I was younger and I didn't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I'd be like, it's because I'm fat. I used to weigh 320 pounds. I lost 160 pounds. It's not like I'm being hit up every day, every week, even every month with people in my DMs or messaging me on Snapchat trying to get with me. It's no one hits me up. It's not even I'm being selective with who I'm picking and turning people away. It's just people aren't coming up to me, and I don't understand. Not I have an issue with people wanting to hook up with me, but if it tries to go a step further, they're absolutely not, no. I don't want to just hook up with random people that I don't know, so I'll tell people that I don't want to hook up with them until I know them, and then they're like, well, you're a prude. I'm I literally can't win. Why it's hitting me so hard this time is the fact that she had the audacity to ask by choice, and I just sit there and I'm no, it's not by choice. When I was younger, I was like, oh, it's because I'm fat. Oh, it's because I'm fat. Once I lose weight, I'll have no problem. And now that I'm like not fat, I'm just like, what is it? What is the reason? So now I'm gonna finish my energy drink and hit the gym until I can't feel my emotions anymore. Maybe that's the reason.
The truth about this modern dating dilemma. Feminism lied to women. Feminism promised women that they could jump from one partner to the next one with no consequences, and there would always be a committed man waiting at the end. The truth is, reality doesn't work that way, but this really does show the delusion in today's dating. A regular girl can't find a regular guy to date. Before we continue, support the channel, guys. Comment, like, and subscribe. Ladies, stop complaining. For the typical guy, dating is a dangerous minefield filled with rejections. And she's going to tell me that she can't get an average guy to date? Try stepping into the shoes of the average Joe for a moment. I'm sure there are some many guys out there who would love to date her, but those guys are invisible to her. How about you take a step back and evaluate your choices in men? That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.